I am going to be filming a review on one of my newer handbags, the Louis Vuitton NOE. Oops, it's backwards, sorry. I bought this handbag about 7 or 8 weeks ago. The week it came out, I got it. I ordered it online and I got mine in the red leather. I love the way that it pairs with the monogram canvas. And I thought I would film a review on it since there's so much buzz and hype going on, and tell you I made a list of the pros and cons of the bag. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the bag, what I keep inside the bag, and just my overall thoughts on this particular purse. So, like I said, I got mine with the red leather, and I think I've mentioned in other videos, I'm really having a moment with red and like the dusty pink. Those are kind of my big colors for spring and summer, so I love the red. Honestly, I loved all of them, but I didn't want the pink because I was afraid the strap might get a little bit dirty over time. I thought the little bit darker color, and my personal opinion, I just don't love black and brown together. So I didn't really love the brown, excuse me, the brown canvas with the black straps and black leather. And I just love the way red looks with Louis Vuitton. I think in Style.By.B it looks amazing, and with the canvas it looks amazing. And I do love getting monogram bags that don't have vachetta on them, or vachetta. I've always called it vachetta, because you just don't have to worry about them quite as much. And then on the inside, I don't know if you can see that, it has like a red felt, or I don't know, suede type material. So it's really nice. Overall, I love this bag. I do have a couple cons about it, but I do really love this bag. I think my first pro is the style. I was never a bucket bag fan. On all their other bucket bags, I've never really loved them. It just wasn't my style. But I'm obsessed with the shape of this bag, the size of this bag. It's perfect size because I can find everything I need, but I can fit everything I need, because I have two Neverfulls, both in the GM size. And I mean, if I use those bags day in and day out, I lose a lot of things. So this size is really nice because it fits all of my essentials, but I don't lose them. I can easily access them. So that's a major pro for me. And then, like I said, it doesn't have vachetta, so it is kind of weatherproof. I've been out in the rain with this twice, and aside from not being able to fully close the top, I don't have to worry about it. You know, I don't have to worry about the raindrops showing up or anything like that, and I don't have to worry about it, you know, having that nice golden patina. I love that look. But sometimes, you know, it does get to make your bags a little bit more high maintenance when you want to make sure that it patinas evenly, and then if you get caught in a rainstorm, that's not going to happen. And then the strap is adjustable, so it can be worn kind of over your shoulder and hangs at your hips. It can be worn crossbody, or I don't know if I'll be able to balance this. You can pull the straps and then clip them together, and it's just a nice shoulder bag. And I really love that aspect. I didn't think I would like that as much. I thought I would only ever wear this bag crossbody and that would be it. And I never thought I would really use the shoulder strap, and I actually use it a lot more than I thought I would. And that is kind of a transition into one of my cons. The crossbody is amazing. I'm tall, I'm 5'10" for reference, so I have a hard time wearing crossbody in general. they usually hit me too high on the waist, and this hits me at a really nice length, but it gets heavy. So when you have it crossbody, I think it's because of this snap, these snap together to keep the strap in place. It hits right here and it gets heavy and it gets sore right there. So if I'm doing an all day errand, or a couple weekends ago, we just went to a city like 3 hours away just for a little weekend getaway. And we were shopping all day and out to lunch and took our daughter to the park and all sorts of things, and the bag got really, really heavy. So I had to adjust it to make it a shoulder strap, and it evenly distributes the weight when it's a shoulder strap, but when it's crossbody, it just pulls on you. So I think for everyday errands, you know, if you don't have to carry a lot in your bag, you could always wear this crossbody. But I think if you have kids especially, and you're constantly throwing their stuff into your bag because all of a sudden they don't want to hold it anymore, this gets very heavy. So that's one disappointment, but it's not a deal breaker for me by any means, because these straps are just so easy to, you know, pull through and clip them together, and you have a shoulder bag and it suddenly isn't as heavy anymore, and then you can kind of switch it to either side. So that's a con for me, but it's not a deal breaker for me. The other con is that it doesn't have like an actual snap closure. You cinch these together and you can close it up, but you can never actually, like, you know, fully close it. Again, not a deal breaker for me, because you can pull this through pretty tight. I'm sure if someone wanted to get their hand in there, they could, but I would probably feel it. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely a lot more secure when you use these closures. But I know some people really want to be able to fully zip up their bag so that no one can have any access to it. I don't really care that much about it. Like I said, I have 2 Neverfulls, and you can't always, well, you can't really do anything to close those up. So this definitely pulls tighter than that. But that being said, the way these, I don't know if it's called a ribbon, I mean it's leather, but the way this pulls through the bag, sometimes it does make it hard to just quickly get your hand in and out of there if you need something, you know, rather quickly. Because you have to pull the drawstring part and then kind of push the bag open, and the bag doesn't fully open, so it can make it difficult. Again, not a deal breaker for me. I think the one thing that I'm most disappointed in with this bag is the quality. I love Louis Vuitton. They're probably in my top 3 favorite high-end brands. This bag I paid $13.90 for. That's dollars. I live in the United States. And I just think that they could have made this a little bit better. One thing that drives me crazy is when the canvas doesn't line up at the seams, and so your like LV monogram is offset, and this bag has that. Oh, I'm sorry, I just dropped my notebook. So right here where the bag is stitched together, the 2 sides of the canvas don't line up, and I just don't like that. It's, again, not a deal breaker for me. I just think that if you're gonna spend that much money for a bag, it probably isn't, I think they could have done something about that. So I think that's honestly my biggest complaint about this bag, is just it could have been made a little bit better for what the price is. I do think it's at a good price point. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. It's a great daytime bag. You could easily transition this into like a trendy night bag if you know, wanted to work all day and then you were gonna go meet friends for drinks or meet your husband for dinner afterwards. I think with the crossbody aspect of it, it really does kind of make it trendy, and you know, you could easily transition it from a day to night bag, especially if you decided not to get one with, you know, a specific color on here. You could easily use this bag nonstop. But the quality is an issue for me. And then I just wish on bags like this, it's one of my things with the Speedy too, that they would put the little feet on them, just because there are times where you can't hang it over your chair, or you don't have an extra chair to set it on, and when you're spending that much money and you have to set it on the floor, it just a little bit of peace of mind to know that it has a barrier between the bag and the floor. But again, then that would probably make the bag a little bit heavier when it's empty, so then by the time you fill it, you would have a pretty heavy bag on your hands. But like I said, overall, I love this bag. I reached for it a lot more than I even thought I would. I knew when it came out and I saw it, I really wanted it, and I try and give myself, you know, a couple of weeks before I make a purchase, and I didn't on this one. It was pretty rash. And I knew I wanted the red, so I ordered it and then kind of planned what outfits I would wear it with, which usually I don't do that. I kind of make sure I can wear it with, you know, easy daytime looks, cute nighttime looks, every day running to the zoo, the grocery store, you know, just kind of, I can incorporate it into my life. And I did that after I ordered it, which could have been a mistake, but I reach for this bag all the time. And generally when I come home from something, I switch my bags right away and put it up, and, you know, then get ready for whatever the next bag is. And I find I don't do that as much with this bag. I kind of revolve my outfits around it because I enjoy using it that much. So overall, I would 100% purchase this again. I do think it's a great bag. I don't think it's too trendy. I think it's a little bit trendy right now because it has so much buzz behind it. But I also think that a bucket bag in general that's all monogram, you can't go wrong with. Especially, you know, it's probably more of like the leather that could get trendy. But I think red is a pretty classic color, and like I said, I love Louis Vuitton and red together. I just think that it pairs so nicely together. So I would for sure purchase this bag again, and I don't see myself putting it up anytime soon, or finding that I'm not really grabbing for it anytime soon, because I find that I can fit so many things into it, and it really, you know, doesn't look all that big. With that being said, I will show you what I have inside of it right now. I didn't plan this that well. I do have the full-size zippy wallet that I use as my everyday wallet, but I downsized because we were out to dinner last night, and then this morning I ran some errands, and I didn't go back to my wallet to show you how it'll fit in here. But here are my sunglasses, and this is a pretty decent sized case. I mean, it takes up quite a bit of room, and it doesn't fit in all my purses, and it fits really nicely in here. I just slide it right in the side, and I'll kind of show you. This is the bag full, and you can see there's still a lot of room in there. So I have my sunglasses, and then this is the wallet that I use when I downsize. It holds my cards, cash, driver's license. It came in a Jessica Simpson clutch that I think I got rid of the clutch a long time ago, but I love the insert that came with it. So this is kind of what I use for all my evening bags. And then I have my 6-ring key holder, which goes with me everywhere, evening bag or daytime bag. So love this, love this. If you are gonna get anything from Louis Vuitton, start here. And then I also have my Toiletry 19, which has everything in it. I mean, this basically could define my life. It has hair ties, chapstick, lip gloss, powder. I don't even know what's in here. I don't even go through it that much. It just collects. But I usually judge a daytime bag by if this whole thing fits. And I would rather downsize my wallet than this. So generally I try and make this fit into a bag before I try and make my wallet fit. And then that's it for this. You can see now the inside empty. And it's that beautiful red suede. And then the inside, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to flip this. It has a zipper pocket, so that again takes care of, you know, not being able to close the bag tightly. It has a full zip pocket in the canvas, which I like. It kind of breaks it up a little bit. So a lot of times I throw my wallet in there, or if I'm just running quick, I'll throw cash and my driver's license in there and zip that up. And that's usually where I stick my phone too, just to kind of protect it. So it fits quite a bit. I can usually throw a bottle of water in here and some snacks for my daughter too. You know, if we're gonna be gone for a long period of time. So I just really love this bag. I think if you're on the fence about it, go ahead and go for it. Like I said, the biggest complaint I have is the stitching along the sides. But other than that, the structure of the bag and the function of the bag, I really don't have any complaints about. You know, those cons that I mentioned could be a deal breaker, but I love this bag. I think it's so stylish, and I just really enjoy using it. So that's all I have for that. So thank you so much. If you like more videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. I have lots of handbags that I love to review and talk about, so I can keep doing this with my collection, and I hope you're all